you don't want to do nothing. 3 hours talking about the Mississippi campaign.
Throughout the history of the United States, the construct of racism was created specifically to oppress black people, to try to suppress our determination to achieve liberation. Like Aleeyah said, it's built into the system.
Nowadays I can't believe what's going on in front of me. I don't want to watch TV and find another casualty. I don't want to read the news. My heart's already black and blue. I'm putting on my combat boots, 'cause I got an attitude. We're like soldiers forced to fight a war. What the hell? I can't take it anymore. 'Cause for so long we've been patient, now we're done. And don't you even ask me when did I become such an angry black woman.
We can't successfully put an end to racial discrimination until we change the entire system.
We've been trying to keep the peace 50 years since Martin King. Some don't like me for who I am, but I love my melanin. Another future college grad sleeping in a plastic bag. Mother screaming out her lungs, she never gonna see her son. We're like soldiers forced to fight a war. What the hell? I can't take it
started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride, ride, ride. Let's get this party started. Ride, ride, ride. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride, ride, ride. Let's get this party started. Ride, ride, ride. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride, ride, ride. Let's get this party started. Ride, ride, ride. Let's get this party started quickly.
Know the song about it? Like to hear it? Here you go. Freedom Night!
The game begins in 3, 2, 1.
In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another spontaneous broadcast of what we call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper, the host of this program, known here on social media. Wherever you may find me, I am known as the mighty Angel Snub 7. I am your soul brother, number one. Before we get into our conversation this evening, I would like to give a moment of silence to one of our fallen comrades, one of our fallen heroes in this black liberation struggle, who I believe would be 99 years old this week. We know him as Soul Brother Malcolm X, also known as El-Hajj Malik Shabazz. I believe that's how you pronounce it. We know him, or he's best known as Malcolm X. He would be 99 years old this week. Also in the state of Nebraska, the place of his birth, they celebrated Malcolm X Day in Nebraska, I believe. Not a street. Malcolm X Day in the state of Nebraska. And I know, naming streets and getting days for this man, there are those who so full of hate that this man would be honored like that. What you fail to understand, and probably what you will never understand about anyone, is that this man, Malcolm X, even though he transitioned in 1965, there are those like myself, we never known who this man was. Through his writings, through the videos, the audio that we hear, no matter how angry, how upset, or what you think, we can feel the sincerity in this man, the honesty in this man, and there's nothing you can say, there's nothing that you can do that's going to stop that. There's nothing that you can do that can change that. You cannot destroy a good person when that's who they are. And so, when he was murdered, you thought you was actually killing him, but all you done was set him up, as they say, for martyrdom. And even in death, he really has more respect than you do. And really, when he died, that was the end of his journey. So you can't blame him for nothing. but you continue to live. And you say, I'm smarter, I'm better than Brother Malcolm. But you have lived. And none of you have come close to the work of Malcolm X. And he did not have social media. He didn't have the internet. None of you come close. So you can be jealous and you can be envious because you're a loser. He's a winner in death and you a loser in life. You lose. I want to give this soldier, unselfish soldier, who didn't have to do nothing, but he decided, I want to try to use my life to help others. Some of us are ingrates, but many of us, we appreciate the sacrifice of El-Hajj Malik Shabazz. Thank you, brother, for your sacrifice. Thank you for your work. And we don't give a damn about these haters, because that's all they are. Bunch of loser haters. Haven't come close. You can't even, you don't come. Matter of fact, anything that you do is because of Malcolm led the way. Malcolm led the way. That's why the Honorable Elijah Muhammad saw this talent and made him the first national representative because he earned it. You ain't like Malcolm. You're not a Malcolm. You'll never be better with your attitude. He was not jealous or envious of nobody. He just wanted to see his people in a better place. Y'all the one with the sickness, caught up envy, jealousy, and this personality worship, all this insanity. Keep hating. I want to give this soldier a moment of silence. I hope that you would join us in giving this brother his props in a moment of silence. Thank you so much. I want to send a shout out to our sister, the world's first dark-skinned activist. Is in the house on Angel Snub 7 YouTube channel. We are simulcasting here on Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry YouTube channel, Angel Snub 7 YouTube channel. Also our Facebook, Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. The last few broadcasts, we were having technical difficulties. It seems as though this one might be pretty smooth. So we're going to run with it as long as it lasts. You're so much welcome, dark-skinned activist, because she is an activist. She don't just run her mouth. She's an activist. If she tells you, I'm going to take your happy ass to court you going. The only reason why some of these folks have not met me or Sister Rashida in court, because you damn sure not going to give us your address, because you will be sued. I don't care about winning or losing. I'm taking your happy ass to court. You think it's funny, and you think everything is a joke, when you got to go down to the courthouse. Nobody wants to go to court. That's why a lot of folks just pay their speeding tickets because they don't want to even go to court at all. So we know you don't want to go to court. A bunch of cowards on social media. If you are right, if you are so correct, if you're so perfect, you should easily be able to go to court and explain it to the judge. I love interrogation. The wonderful thing about interrogation is, like Judge Judy always say, if you tell the truth, even if it's your truth, but as long as you tell the truth, everything should be fine. But see, you knew you was a liar and a deceiver going to court. You knew you was telling a lie, and you knew you was going to lie when they swear you on the Bible or the Quran sometimes. And you said, I swear to tell the truth. You was lying when you said that. No, you don't want to go to court. I don't care about winning or losing. I just take your happy ass to court. Because folks don't take nothing serious till they go to court. You find out how serious it is. And it also will be part of the public record, and folks can look it up and whatever, and you might want to try to do something. They'll look at your record. Hey, so-and-so took you to court. What was that about? These cowards. Because I know I'll sue your ass fast. I offer, since I'm a liar, I even offered to pay. It costs about $400, $500 for a lie detector test. I say I will pay for you to take a lie detector test. I will pay. Call my bluff. But see, you know you're going to fail. You know that you're a liar. I ain't going to do that. I know, because you're a liar. You don't like the word interrogation. Interrogation only means questions. We're going to question you. Now, in FBI, CIA, or some of these other people, they will do other things to you. You don't have to worry about that. Interrogation just means questions. What are you afraid of? You are afraid that you cannot explain what you claim that you believe. That's not my fault, because you don't really know what you believe. Most of the time, we're just regurgitating some stuff that we heard. We really don't know what we believe. Then we get upset because we don't know what we believe. That's not my fault. That's your fault. Our main topic this evening is exactly what has Africa done for Black Americans lately. That's our it's a redundant subject. But we love redundancy. We like just to run our mouth and talk. This is one of our favorite subjects. So we're going to talk about this for the 500 one millionth time, we're going to talk about Africa and Black America's relationship to Africa. This redundant subject over and over again. But I wanted to respond to some questions and in my own interrogation before we hit the main topic. I don't want to hold you long. We just want to do this and get out of here. This is the first over 90-degree day in the area where I live. So it's pretty hot today. And I hope to make this, even though it's redundant, I hope to make this a hot topic. Shout out again to our sister Rashida, to her husband, and to her daughter Lauren, of whom I met in person, and of whom never stabbed me in my back, Sister Rashida. Unlike some of these other folks who I even met in person, they turn around and stab you in your back. I have a lot of backstab. That's not whip. That's knives. That's knives stabbing you in your back. They couldn't whip me. They just took a knife. They shanked me. But that's all in the past. Good riddance to bad rubbish. I get happy when trash gets taken out. I don't like trash in my house. I take trash out the house as soon as possible. It's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing to take trash out your house. You can go to some of these folks and they always have trash in the house. Won't take the trash out. It's a wonderful thing. I feel good when the trash get taken out. So you doing me a favor. And there's no benefit to trash. Nobody missed trash. If there was a benefit, I would tell you. I would say, so-and-so used to be here, and I missed them. They did this. They did that. I cannot even say that. They gone. There's no benefit. So I didn't lose nothing. The trash left. Good riddance to bad rubbish. We want to deal with some questions, my own interrogation, before we get into the main topic. Look, there are those who don't want Angel Snup Nup 7 to have one subscriber. I'm much of a threat. See, you only making me look that much better. You don't want nobody to listen to Angel Snup Nup 7. You don't want nobody to hear my voice. You don't want me to have nothing. Why? Must be a threat to you. I must be saying something that is a real threat. Because there's a lot of brothers and sisters who only have 10 subscribers, they only get 10 views. You don't bother them. Google don't take down their channels. And you know it. There's a lot of brothers and sisters that only have 50 subscribers. They only get 10 views. There's a lot of them. Why aren't you upset with them? Why isn't Google taking down their channels? But me, as long as I've been on social media, I've been attacked. Don't want me to have one subscriber. And then when it's clear that I do have more than one subscriber, that I do get more than 10 views, you say it anyway. Oh, you only get 10 subscribers. You only get 10 views. And you know it's a lie. That's why you're upset. Because you do not want nobody listening to Angel Snuffing Up 7, because I'm a threat to all y'all doo-doo that you got floating in the cesspool in the toilet. Because I'm here to clean it all up. I'm the cleaner. I'm bringing the tidy bowl. I'm bringing the bleach. I'm bringing the sponges. I'm cleaning the toilet. That's what you're upset about. I'm coming to clean house. I don't care who you are. I'm coming to clean house. What is that, sister? I got my white shirt. I can't hardly see your comments. One thing about it, after all these years and all you've been through, you still here. Exactly. A lot of these large YouTubers know you too. See, Sister Rashida, bear witness. I've been on YouTube before they showed up. And I never quit. Some of these people, after you get your channel flagged down, so they just give up. You actually give me energy. Because there was a lot of times I did want to quit. And then they flagged my channel. They gave me the energy to get back on it again. Because if I quit, I'm quitting on my terms, not on your happy ass terms. I'm not going to quit because of Google. I'm not going to quit because of your happy ass. I quit. I stop because I feel. Because that's what I want to do. Not because because you mad and you upset or whatever. I quit on my turn. I like to fight. I like to be the underdog. 13 people jumped on me at the same time. I'm still here. All types of channels, my channels flagged down. I'm still here. 10 subscribers, 10 views, but I'm still here. And they're angry and they're upset. You only make me stronger. That's the only thing you've done. You did not make me weaker. You made me stronger. Had they left me alone, I might have quit a long time ago. But you kept messing with me. And I like to fight. I enjoy the fight. That's why your happy ass is still a slave in a slave-like condition in this country. I don't give a damn if you Muslim, Hebrew, or whatever the hell you call yourself in this country, because you don't fight. The only thing you do is run your damn mouth and talk. Watch YouTube videos and eat bonbons. You won't fight. You just talk. And contrary to popular belief, clearly there's a portion of people who want to hear Angel Snuffing Up 7. Because as long as I put the channel up, they'll find it and make it grow. I don't have nothing to do with that. But what it shows, more and more people getting sick of y'all nonsense, of y'all doo-doo, because you ain't saying nothing. You ain't doing nothing. You talk a good game, but you produce nothing. It's about production. And you really don't even know what to do. It's just a bunch of talk. You don't know what the hell you doing. Who in their right mind going to wait on a school for 20 years. But that's what they doing, waiting on what's his name school? FDMGX or whatever the hell it is. The children that were supposed to go to that school, all of them are adults now. They are adults now. And that's acceptable to you. That's not acceptable. Not if you're real. We understand things take time. But all things within a reasonable time. Just like if somebody was coming to your house to work on the roof, do your plumbing or fix your car, these things have to be done in a reasonable time. You're going to start getting upset. Hey, what's taking so long? Because you need your car. You need the roof on your house fixed. You need your paycheck. But for these people and for religion, you just wait and wait. When is God going to come? When is the angel going to come? You just wait and wait and wait. You're a liar. You're a liar. So you get angry at Angel Snuffing Up 7 because I put the pressure on you. Producer, shut the hell up. Produce. It's time to produce. If you can't produce, sit your ass down and help somebody else. Give them an opportunity. But see, all of this ain't nothing but church. And that's how they do in church. You don't expect the church to produce nothing. Even though the reality is, many of these churches produce more than this black conscious garbage. Some of these churches, you could go and eat. You can get groceries. Some of them have programs to get you help to get a job and housing. This black conscious stuff, y'all don't have. All thing you do is take. You don't give nothing. And then people like Tariq Nasheed bragging about what he buy with the money he scammed y'all for. And Sonetta running around in his Mercedes-Benz bragging about the money he scammed from you. All these scammers and young Pharaoh living like a millionaire and Umar Johnson. They give you nothing. And that's acceptable. That's why you don't like Angel Snuffing Up 7. Because you don't want nobody spoiling your dream. Your fake ass fairy tales. You don't want to feel stupid. I make you feel stupid because you are. That's not my fault. That's your fault. How you gonna get angry at me and Minister Louis Farrakhan been working for 40 years? This man has taken in millions of dollars and don't have nothing to show for it. That's not my fault. That's your fault. Because that's acceptable. Because he give you the teachers. I can't eat no damn teaching. The teachers don't pay your bills. The teachers don't buy your dog no dog food or cat food. The teachers, what do the teachers? The teachers don't help you live. You need to eat. You need to put gas in your car. You need to stop these police from blowing your brains out when you do buy a nice car. These teachers haven't stopped nothing. Just something to do to make you feel good. And then some of you as individuals, you give credit to Farrakhan. You give credit to Jesus. No, that's your work. If you didn't do anything, if you didn't use your brain, you wouldn't have nothing. You give the Bible and the Quran and these preachers unearned credit. They didn't do nothing. You done it. You can say they inspired you or whatever, but you had to do the work. You had to use your brain. And you didn't even need those teachings. It's many people successful all over the world. They don't have your teachings. And more successful than the ones with the teachings. So how are they successful? How are they making it and they don't have the teachings? Sister Rashida said, when you fought your way out of that mental institution, I was like, damn, that was powerful. And she also says she shared this these broadcasts on her Facebook. So you want to get angry and upset with me because you feel stupid. You already know you stupid. You just don't want to hear it. I'll stay away from him. I don't want. Because you feel stupid. That's not my fault. That's your fault. The difference between you and me, I believed in all that myself. But it wasn't producing anything. I'm like, I can't keep doing this. It's not producing nothing for me. It's not producing nothing for my community. I can't do this. That's not acceptable. But see, it was acceptable when I was a teenager, when I was a child. As I began to grow, 18, 19, 20, I couldn't, this is not working no more. The reason why you continue to accept it because you have a childish, immature mind. Because nobody who is an adult, this is not acceptable. So don't get angry at Angel Snapping Up 7 because you're stupid. Get angry at yourself. Well, what do I do? The first thing you need to do is leave that alone. Oh, so we should follow you. I don't tell nobody or ask nobody, have never suggested somebody follow me. I always say, let's come together as a team. Find our place in the struggle. Let's work, let's move forward. I've never said, come follow me. If I said that, I've had many videos, they still up. Show me where I ever said, I'm the great Messiah, I'm the divine whatever, come and follow me. I've never said it. There's people that always say, oh, you said such and such. But they never show you a video. They never show you where I wrote whatever it is that they claim that I said. Now, I'm getting up in age. Even been fighting cancer since 2020. But I'm still not senile. I know damn well what I said. I'm not senile yet. Whatever it is that you claim that I said, they never show the video. I was told that I did say I'm a savior or Messiah. I have yet to see the video where I said that. I have yet to see the writing where I wrote I'm a Messiah and a Savior. Because I never said that from the very beginning. I don't do that. I always said I'm a team member. Looking for team members. Unify as a family and work as a team. There is no leader. Because you're going to have to know how to continue to move forward without a leader. That's why you're in bad shape right now, because you don't know what to do. And your leader got you dependent on them because it's all about them, and you don't have no idea what to do. Every child, everybody that's in the movement should know what to do. So it don't make no difference who you lose, the train keeps going down the tracks. That's wise leadership. But when you're a cult leader, when you want somebody to kiss your ass, come follow me. Come follow me. The closest I ever came to saying that I'm some Messiah or divine, what I said was, if that's the case, using y'all logic, I'm a Messiah and I'm a Savior. Using y'all logic. I didn't say that's what I was. I said using your logic because I qualify the same way as these other people. If they qualify to be a divine Savior and a prophet or whatever, hell, I qualify too. I have been called prophet. I never said that. I have been called prophet by people. I have been called divine by people. I have been called Messiah, all types of stuff by people. I've never said that. And I never told them that's what I was. But if that's what you believe, because folks gonna believe whatever the hell they want to believe, that's your prerogative, but you didn't get that from me. Oh, we got Mr. Perez. Never seen Mr. Perez in the house. Mr. Perez says, you blacks cry too much and need to work together like us Mexicans. Okay. All right, man. All right, Mr. Perez. I'm glad that you come to join the conversation, Mr. Perez. Now, if you can show me, if you're making a claim that I said something or done something, because the only way you know about it has to be by a video, or I write something, go get the evidence. I'm not senile yet. And I stand corrected. I stand corrected. I'm not a Messiah. I'm not a Savior. Matter of fact, I even tell you I'm not a Savior. So if I'm telling you I'm not your Savior, how the hell am I asking you to follow me anywhere? I'm not your damn Savior. So simply based on that, how the hell I'm going to be a Messiah and a Savior? Saviors and Messiahs looking for followers. They're not looking for team members. They are on a different, I am not better than you. Those people, Messiahs, they on a higher level than you are. I'm not on a higher level. I'm just your brother. Let's work together and solve this problem once and for all. I'm not a Messiah and a Savior, all that nonsense. Now the thing about it also, it's not so much Angel Snubbing Up 7. What they really hate, because this has been brought to my attention also, they want my voice. They wish the way that I talk, the way I carry myself, they wish I was on their side. They wish I was teaching Islam. They wish I was teaching Jesus. They wish I was teaching Pan-Africanism. They wish I was doing those things. If I felt that way, I would do that. Those things don't work. They're out of date. So I cannot represent that. Because if I'm going to stand, I need to stand on a strong foundation. If I stood on your foundation, somebody like me, sooner or later going to show up and I'm going to be in bad shape. Because those things are archaic, out of date, they don't work. You either need to rehab those things, or you need to get rid of it. You don't have to tear down a house. You can rehab a house. You don't have to tear it down. You don't want to do nothing. You want to leave the house exactly how it is, and it's no longer up to code. We want to get up to code. A house that was built 100 years ago has to be brought up to code. You cannot live in a house unless it's for demonstration purposes or something or whatever. But houses that's 100 years old or whatever and people are living in them have to be brought up to code. We have to be brought up to code. This is 2024. There are those who would tell me about Malcolm X, Brother Malcolm, and he called us Africans. How you gonna rock with Malcolm and Malcolm X? He stood with Africa, whatever. That was 1965. He did not live to be brought to code. There were things that he didn't know in 1965 or didn't realize in 1965 that we realize and we see in 2024. We got to bring this house up to code. And speaking of Malcolm X, getting ready to go into our main topic, I'm not going to keep you long. I'm not going to keep you long. One of the things that really tear me up, and I'm pretty sort of emotionless. I'm not really an emotional type person, really. It's just how I was brought up, not really with a lot of emotion. But one of the things that really bother me and get to me is thinking about Malcolm X assassination. That had to be a terrible, terrible thing. One of my favorite movies is Malcolm X, 1992, by Spike Lee. And the assassination scene, it always brings tears to my eyes. Always. I listened to his daughter during an interview with Louis Farrakhan, and she was talking about the people that once loved her family, now they her enemies, and how she feared for her life. Woo, man. That has to be devastating as a child. What's his daughter's name? Atala? I couldn't even imagine. She was there. And you saw your father gunned down. That had to be terrible. And then not only did you see your father gunned down, But the people that used to love you, they calling your names, they threatening your life. Woo! I can't even imagine. These are the people. Remember, Islam means peace. Islam means peace. Shout out to Soul Brother 85. Shout out to Melvin in the chat room over here. Glad to see you join the conversation. Mr. Perez, Twin Pyramid, Sister Rashida. My 10 viewers that I always get. my 10 views that I always get. The point I want to make with this, I wonder about the mind of people. Okay, Malcolm is gone. You clapped your hands, stumped your feet. He's gone. But you continue to try to kill the man. He's gone. And his children still under that umbrella. But Islam means peace. And then you are taught in the nation of Islam, protect the black woman. But when it comes to Malcolm's women, his wife and his daughters, all that goes out the window because of your hate. How y'all disgusting to me. And that's why I go hard on them. Because you're fake and you always run around calling people hypocrites and all this. No, you the hypocrite. Protect the black woman. Okay, you killed the father. You killed the husband. And you steady hating. You can't let it go. You're a damn demon. And they actually don't believe there's nothing wrong with them. Y'all sick ass. Sick folks. Islam means peace, my brother. I can't tell. I can't tell Islam means peace. This behavior is against the Quran. The Quran teaches that you should not fight another Muslim. You should not kill another Muslim. All that's out the window. Nation of Islam teachings, protect the black woman. All that's out the window because you so full of hate. Y'all disgusting. And of course you're not going to come here and debate somebody on the issue because you're not going to get nowhere with me. Because I know your damn teachers. I know the Quran. And plus, even if I didn't, the behavior is disgusting. Y'all disgusting. You stink. Tomorrow I don't eat pork. You stink worse than pork. I'd rather smell bacon than smell your happy ass. Y'all sickening. Religious, radical, zombies. Fake ass folks. Nothing but wolves in sheep's clothing. But see, it goes back to what we talked about last week and probably a few days after that or whatever. When people get angry, the real them comes out. It was always there. The Malcolm X thing made the real nation of Islam be exposed for what it really was. Bunch of fake bow tie, bean pie eating Negroes. Ain't nothing loving and peaceful about your happy ass. I'm going to get angry, and you should be angry at people. You killed their father, and the husband is dead. And these pieces of trash still spitting venom. Something wrong with them. Okay, you mad at the father. You killed the father. He's not here. You're still running your damn mouth. These people cannot keep Malcolm X's name out their mouth. I'm better than Malcolm X. Well, if you're better than Malcolm X, what have you done? What have you done better? Nothing. The only thing you built was a church. That's the only thing you done. Only thing you did was build a church. Nation of Islam. It's a damn lie. Ain't nothing nation about you. Ain't nothing but a church. A bunch of zombies for puppets for Arabs. That's all you are. No respect from me. Because you're a bunch of liars. A bunch of dangerous liars. Bunch of losers. All these millions of dollars that you get, you don't have nothing. Every Savior's Day, when Elijah Muhammad was here, before he took the microphone, the national secretary would report about what they accomplished for the year. None of Minister Louis Farrakhan Savior's Day. And these other people, they never report what they accomplished for the year. None of them. Eric Muhammad don't talk about what he did for the year. Silas Muhammad don't talk about what they accomplished for the year. The only one who might have a little something is, what's his name, in Mississippi. In Mississippi, Marvin Muhammad, the Son of Man, doing a little something down there. But all of them don't have nothing. And it's really embarrassing when you following Farrakhan, getting all those millions of dollars, and y'all don't have nothing. You make excuses why you don't. Those excuses are not acceptable. And every time you turn around, they have Malcolm X in that. Nobody would even be thinking about Malcolm X if it wasn't for Minister Farrakhan. I didn't even know who Malcolm X was. And I've been around Muslims almost all my life. They never said nothing about Malcolm X. Farrakhan started talking about Malcolm X. Well, I said, who the hell is Malcolm X? I never even heard of the man until the 80s. I've been around Muslims since the 70s when Elijah Muhammad was here. I didn't know who Malcolm X was. And they damn sure didn't teach about Malcolm X in school. Who is Malcolm X? But I started doing my research, using my mind. And my conclusion was the Nation of Islam did Malcolm dirty. And I said that to them in their face. And you're not changing my mind. If you don't like it, you can kick me out. They wasn't going to kick me out easy like that because I was doing a lot of work for that. I was a good slave for them. Well, brother, that's your prerogative. I say that you did Malcolm X dirty. My relatives didn't like that either because they full of hate too. I don't give a damn. I'm not your slave. I didn't come to follow Farrakhan. Farrakhan said that he was rebuilding the nation. That's what I came. I came to help him rebuild the original nation. He's a liar. People start to see It's a shrine. Everything about it is about him. Louis Farrakhan can talk 5 hours and barely mention Elijah Muhammad, barely will not mention Fard Muhammad. It's all about him, how great he is. I'm better than Malcolm. Malcolm died so I could live. All that damn nonsense. Look how great I am. I'm perfect. They even calling, the zombies is calling Farrakhan the Christ. That's not Elijah. That's not Nation of Islam teaching. That's why they don't never quote. That's why they don't never quote Nation of Islam teaching. Because that's Farrakhan. That's Farrakhanism. Then Farrakhan take bits and pieces and flip it around to make it seem like say something that was not its intention. But he know he dealing with zombies. Dealing with people that really can't think. He can get away with that. I did not come to follow Farrakhan. I never was a Farrakhan follower. Especially when you're not producing nothing. I'm like, what is that? We raised $2.3 million in two months. What happened? Nobody asking any questions. What happened to all that money? What happened? Nobody never asked questions. I can't do this. I cannot do this. So they get angry at me because I bring it up. Because you stupid. Don't get angry at me because you stupid. That's your problem. I sent a shout out to Malcolm X's family, the daughters and those relatives, especially those daughters who was there and they saw their father gunned down. Damn. And these people, they still won't shut up. So hateful. Because they jealous. This man Malcolm is still getting as much attention as Farrakhan is. The excuse is, the white people embrace Malcolm and blah, blah, blah. That's their excuse. Nobody don't like your ass. Look how you are. And still running your mouth. Y'all some nasty, nasty people. Wicked. Y'all some evil demons. Islam mean peace, my brother. They don't have that type of anger towards police that kill us. The police that killed them. How many Muslims did the police kill? They didn't do nothing, you coward ass. In my temple, the police kicked our minister's ass. They didn't do nothing. And they didn't tell the rest of the brothers and sisters in the temple. It just so happened I was working at the temple, at the mosque. And they came to the mosque, brothers all, suits all beat up and dirty. I'm like, what the hell happened to y'all? We had to run in with the police. And the minister was beat up. But they doing all this karate. We do all this self-defense. Y'all got your ass whooped like that. See, they're not going to tell you these things. I just saw a video on Facebook where some FOI, it looked like some homeless guy. I don't know whether he was white or black or whatever. Anyway, they beat this homeless guy up, bragging about it. I'm pathetic. These Negroes talk all this stuff, but when the white man come, they lay down there, whatever guns they have, they lay them down on the ground and peacefully go to jail or peacefully get their ass whooped. But when it comes to you and me, they some bad mama jammers. They'll come to your house, beat your ass, shoot your dog, stab you. They tough. These young women, you don't care that they went through this, and you still running your mouth, still hateful. Islam mean peace. Yeah. I give you a peace right up your backside. I give you some peace, all right. You don't see them talking crazy to these Arabs and other people. They only mess and talk crazy with black folks. They don't even talk crazy with what is the ADL and the JDL, whatever. They don't talk crazy with them. They always, we didn't do nothing. Can we talk and peaceful? Y'all a bunch of y'all pieces of trash. So you don't fool me. Because I know what you're about. All this, these folks, they see the show. Brother, you ain't been in the ring. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed. I know what you are for real. All this show. Send a shout out to Brother Malcolm's daughters. That was a terrible, traumatic thing that they went through. Then they lost their mother because of a fire. It's just terrible. And you got these idiots. I'll kill Malcolm again. How sick you are. One more comment before we get into our main topic here, y'all. I recently put up a video. I recently put up a video. 10 views, I guess. You know what they say, 10 views. See, that's another thing. I recently put up a video talking about when I filed the lawsuit against Google. Some of you may have seen that. It's on, right now it's on my Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry YouTube channel. And I'm talking about when I filed the lawsuit against Google 2009, 2010, I forgot when it was. If you notice, you can't comment on the video. Look, this is not me. I don't have nothing to do with this. You cannot comment on the video. I didn't do that. Google did it. I went in trying to see what I could do to put the comments back on. Google done it. Shout out to our brother Denzel. Shout out. Peace. Now look, this is a I'm a nobody. I only get 10 views. I only have 10 subscribers. I made a video. It's not threatening. I just made a video talking about when I took Google to court. They turned the comments off. They turned the comments off so people could not come to that video and you start talking the law. So you don't get with other people, and baby, we can get together for a class action lawsuit. Whether we win or not, a class action lawsuit against Google. They didn't want that conversation. They cut the comments off. What does that tell you? It's not threatening. It's not hate speech. And all this other stuff. The video is not in no violation of Google terms and service. I'm just talking about what happened when I took Google to court. They turned the comments off. What does that tell you? Who else making videos, they turning the comments off like that? Because they don't want you to talk about the law. Using your right to the law to defend yourself and bring these liars and expose them for who they are. We went to court. They said that my videos was hate speech and didn't prove a damn thing. So when they flag my channels, it's never hate speech. It's always something else. Never hate speech. Because they couldn't prove that hate speech garbage. And they don't want us to talk about that. That should tell you something. A nobody like me. What you messing with me for? All these other videos, people talking all profane and nasty, they don't turn the comments off. They don't flag them. People talking real nasty and profane. They're not messing with them. What you gonna mess with me for? I'm telling you. The real truth. The real deal. It's time to produce. It's about knowing. It's not about believing. What you know. That's why they mess with me. I want to play this video, the audio, because you know how they are about copyright infringement. I want to play this audio. We're going to get into the conclusion of our talk. We want to talk about Pan-Africanism. I want to play this audio for us. And then I want to give my 2 cents. All right, let's do this here. Let me see if I can find it.
Invited us to come home, which by the thousands we did. We came running to Ghana. People sold their homes, moved out of their apartments, sold everything. Some people packed up containers and moved over here just to get over here and realize this is not our home. Y'all call us foreigners. Ghanaians call us that. We didn't make that word up. We didn't start calling ourselves that. We don't know that that's what y'all call the white people and the Chinese because we're not around them. But we know that that's what y'all call us. I ain't never heard the word before until I came to Ghana. Okay. Y'all invite us home. Let's talk about what y'all do to us. starting from the fucking before we get to the airport, we gotta have a visa that we pay for to even enter our home. We pay all this money for passports and visas to get here. We get to the airport, and as soon as you see a fucking blue passport, everybody's coming for us. Can you give me something small at the COVID place? You get to immigration. Can you give me something small? You get to baggage. Can you give me something small? A person grabbed a damn cart and put my bag on it and got mad because I gave him $5 because I only had hundreds, because you come over here with hundreds to get the best, cash in rate. How about he looked at that and said, I don't want that. I said, what you mean you don't want it? I said, I want to know, what did you expect me to give you? He said, $10. I said, so you want me to give you over 100 CDs for picking up a bag, putting it in a cart? He don't know this is like my 5th time coming through the airport. I have never seen nowhere in any country or state where people have openly, it says $60 for foreigners, $30 for locals, okay? You go to Cocoon Park, and I don't remember the price. Let's say $200 for foreigners, because that's what y'all call us, $40 for locals. You go to the castle, it's $60 for foreigners, $10 for locals. Yeah, I ain't never seen that nowhere. I ain't never went nowhere in the U.S., Mexico, and Canada where it said you pay, if you a local, if you're from here, you pay $3 for a Coca-Cola, but if you're a foreigner, you pay $8 for a Coca-Cola. I ain't never seen that nowhere, except Ghana. Nobody in the airport has ever asked me for no money for nothing. I have only seen that in Ghana. Now let's talk about the fact that y'all welcomed us home and how this process looks to me. According to y'all, the ones of us that were stolen, so let's talk about the process of coming home. We got stolen from our mother, our birth mother and father. 20 years later, we're probably 26 years old now. Our mother finds us and she said, baby, y'all come home. I miss you. Come back home. Get out them streets where they don't love you at and come home. So we drive, take a taxi, however we get to our mother's address. We get there. But before she let us come to the door, she says, oh, welcome home. But before you come in, can you pay me $300 to enter the door? That's the visa to come home. So, okay, we happy to be home. So we paid $300 to our mother to step foot in her house because we're excited to be home to the motherland, okay? We get in there, and now it's dinner time. And she has plates on the table for the kids that grew up in the house, and she has a plate on the table for me and my sister who was stolen years ago. And she says, oh, my daughters, because you didn't grow up here, my children get to eat free that grew up here, but because you were stolen and you're just coming back, I have to charge you $20 for a plate. So me and my sister, we're so happy to be home. We're confused. We pay her $20 for a plate. Okay? That's the cocoon shit. That's y'all giving us different prices for shit. Okay? Now we're at our mother's house and we're enjoying being there. We see something's a little weird, but we enjoy being back home with our mother. We decide we want to stay. And she goes, oh, you want to stay a little longer? You're going to have to pay me $1,000 every year to stay here. That's the residency. Now we're paying her for residency, even though she invited us home after we were stolen from her. Okay? Now we pay the residency, and then we decide, you know what, we want to get on the birth certificate. We kind of like it here. It's a little weird, but we comfortable enough to stay here. And she tells us, oh, in order for you to stay here, I have to put my name on your birth certificate. That's going to be $3,000 each, please. And then I will put your name on the birth certificate, and you will become a family member. That's the citizenship. That's the citizenship. So how are we home if we got to pay? Why aren't the visas free if this is home? Why don't you make this visa free for us? If this is home, why do we have to pay to be a resident? If this is home, why isn't our citizenship automatically given to us?
Wow. I hope that you were able to hear that audio If not, we're going to go through some of the points that the sister made. Now, I want to make clear, I wanted to do this topic last week or whatever, and I did reach out. I reached out to Pan-Africans. Nobody would step up to the plate. Nobody wanted to come here and explain or defend Pan-Africanism. Nobody want to do that, and which I don't blame them, because you know that you don't have nothing going on here, so you don't want to embarrass yourself, because you really don't even know what the hell going on. You don't know. It's just a church. Sound good. That's all it was. That's why this sister got caught up, because she got caught up in the emotion of the church. That's all it was. It's a church. And these folks have a few dollars, and they find out the hard way it's not what they thought it would be. And it shouldn't be. But folks got to learn the hard way. So now she crying. I'm sorry that you had to go through it. Sometimes we have to learn things the hard way. I did invite, and if there's any Pan-Africans that want to come later on and debunk what this sister just said or make excuses, come in and teach us. I'll sit back and let you say whatever you say, but like I always say, you're going to get interrogated. And that's the part they don't want to deal with. People believe and they get caught up in things they really don't know what they believe and what they try to participate in. They really don't know. They caught up in the emotion. Remember in the Malcolm X movie, and after Malcolm got the brothers in New York, they did that power move in New York and whatever. And that young brother, he was, he tripped off of that. He said, he told Brother Malcolm, I ain't never seen a black man, with power like that, whatever. And that cracker cop said, one man shouldn't have that kind of power. What the hell are you talking about? You got the President of the United States. You got all kinds of white folks all over the country have more power than Malcolm X. What the hell are you talking about? They don't want us to have nothing. But the young man, he was just so excited. He wanted to join the Nation of Islam. I want to be an FOI. Malcolm said, that's cool. What do you know about being an FOI? He didn't know nothing. The only thing he saw Malcolm and the brothers put on this big thing, and I'm excited. I want to be part of that. A lot of us. That's how we get caught up in the church. That's how we get caught up in a lot of things that we do. Because it look exciting. That's how you get caught up in gambling. You win a little money, and it makes you want to gamble more. You get addicted to it. Make you feel good. Start off with $10, now you got 10,000. It's exciting. It feeds what they call it, the dopamine in your brain. Malcolm told the brother, don't you join something and you don't know what it's about. The sad thing is Malcolm didn't take his own advice because he really didn't know what the Nation of Islam was about. Only thing he knew, I was in jail. They gave me this information. I feel good. He didn't know really what he was getting into. He didn't know. And then he made things worse because Malcolm wasn't an angel like that. He did things that he should not have done. It was reporting that Malcolm would order brothers to be assaulted when they violated the restrictive laws. When protocol is you are, if you are caught or if it is deemed that you violated, they ostracize you for 30 days, 90 days, or whatever. Malcolm said, if you beat up your wife, we're going to kick your ass. That's not Nation of Islam teaching. You beat up your wife, they ostracize you. Now, if you give your wife some problems, yeah, they will whoop your ass. But as long as you stay away or whatever the punishment is, that's how it go. Malcolm had folks assaulted. That's what was reported. I don't know, I wasn't there. But also, that would explain why Malcolm said, I'm as good as dead. Because he knew Malcolm taught a lot of these brothers, especially in New York, New Jersey area. Malcolm put that in their minds and made it all right. He's the national representative. So if he's teaching us this, Elijah Muhammad must approve of it. He's the national representative. That's why Malcolm said what he said. I'm good as dead. And Malcolm even said, if the shoe was on the other foot, he would want it. See, this goes to show how sick we are. Malcolm said, if the shoe was on the other foot, I would want to kill somebody for doing what I'm doing to Elijah Muhammad. That goes to show you how sick we are when we get caught up in this religious stuff. Ain't nobody thinking right. Because you become all obsessed and fanatical over these people who gonna die. You think they better and smarter than you are. They're not. You appreciate them for whatever they do, but they're not better than you are. The root word of fanatical is fan. You have a lot of people who are fanatical over Michael Jackson. I'm not a fan of Michael Jackson. I listen to your music, sir. May he rest in peace. I listen to your music or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not fanatical over you. But you have people, they willing to do almost anything. Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson. I'm not a fan of EnVogue. I like them, I like Terry, but I'm not a fanatical. I'm not going all out my way. Oh, EnVogue, Terry Ellis, blah, blah. I'm not fanatical over nobody. If I'm going to be fanatical, I'm going to be fanatical over me, not some other sucker. But that's what these do. They become obsessed and fanatical over folk. Personality worshipers. You're going to put somebody else over you. Michael Jackson's picture is above your mother and your father and your cousins and your teachers, the people that you really know. These fanatical ass folks. Malcolm X was fanatical And even when he was going through that with Elijah Muhammad, he still had love for them people. Because he was crazy. That stuff make you insane. How the hell people treat you that way and you still want to love them? The hell with them. And they threaten your family. You got to watch your back. They out to kill you and you still love. That goes to show you, even though as intelligent as Malcolm X was, it don't make no difference. These religious and these spiritual teachers and this pro-black garbage make people sick. And some of them are nice people, respectable people, but when they got a hold of these religious teachers and this stuff, make them insane. They lose it all. They lose all reality. You heard what that young man said on our program a few months ago or last year, whatever it was. He said he would give his daughter to Elijah Muhammad because he's special, he's a divine. Wow. Now, if it was another older man, he would have a problem with it. He's just as old as Elijah Muhammad. Well, he would tell his daughter, what you mess with that old man for? Oh, but he give his daughter to Elijah Muhammad because he's special, he's divine. Woo, how sick. No, we don't. There is no idolatry here. It's not permitted. It's not acceptable. I'm not better than you. I'm not smarter than you. We are a team. And everybody find their place on the team. So we can win. Because racism is a team sport. And we have to play as a team. I might be able to put up 40 points, but I still need your 2 points. I still need your 20 points. I still need for you to steal the ball. We need to play as a team. All this follow Messiah, people special and divine, that's why your ass not getting nowhere. Where have these people led you to? Let's talk about these points this sister made. Let's go to Africa. She says, now this is Ghana, but I'm pretty sure, now some of these other African countries not even involved. They don't even give a damn about you like that. But I know Ghana, they know how to play you. That's all it is, a scam. They don't give a damn about you. These other countries just outright. But Ghana see, we can make a mint off these idiots. So the sister said, they don't even call them brother and sister in Ghana. They call us foreigners. They call us foreigners. Now we do know, I forgot what the name is, but a lot of those African people over there, there's an African name and they call us white people. But she said in Ghana, they outright call you foreigner, not brother and sister. Not some lost Ghanaian. They call you a foreigner. Then it costs you talk about moving to Africa. It costs you $300, she said, for a visa. Y'all keep it with the math. It's $300 for a visa. And for residency, it's $1,000. And your citizenship, is $3,000. Woo! Wow, wow, wow. So what is that? And then she said, there's different prices for the foreigners and the native and the local people. A bottle of Coca-Cola cost the native people $3, charge the foreigner $8. And I saw another video, and this was another country. They was doing the same thing. They was charging the foreigner, the black white people, the black Americans, they was charging us more than the locals. And they call you white people, they call you a foreigner. So she wasn't even there long, and she done already spent what? $4,300. Don't even live there yet. You need almost $5,000 just to start to get settled in Africa. But that's your motherland. That's your home. And you got to pay almost $5,000. Pan-African Strikes Back, whatever that damn channel is, I reached out to him and these other Pan-Africans or whatever the hell they are. They don't respond, they don't answer, because they know who Angel Snuff is. They don't want to come here and get interrogated. I was over there on his channel where he's safe. And these other Pan-Africans, you need to come over here. I don't mind coming over there where you at. You're not going to invite me again. These folks, dumb enough to invite me once, they won't invite me again. Like that guy, what's his name? The underrated darkness person. Talk to him and he went silent. Because he see what he dealing with. No, you need to go play with those who are caught up in your African zombieism. People that's caught up in your church. Because all it is nothing but church. So I feel for the sister. She got caught up in the emotion, the idea, going back to Africa. And it's not your home. If it was your home, you don't have to pay all that money. These people that's Africans, they don't have to pay that to go back home because that's their home. That's not your home. It's a damn lie. It's a con. Exactly. It's all about the money. It's all about the money. What has Africa done for us? We know that Ghana take all your damn money. We know that. We just got a testimony to that. And if you ever notice, they don't never talk about Liberia. Now, out of all the 50-some nations on the continent, if you want to go somewhere and you really are related to somebody, that would be Liberia. They don't talk about Liberia. They guide you, direct you to all these other nations, but they never direct you to Liberia. And these other suckers want $5,000 for you to come go back home. Crazy stuff. I'm from Mississippi. It's not going to cost me $5,000 to go back to the state of Mississippi. These people, it's not going to cost them $5,000 to go back to China, go back to Brazil or wherever the hell they come from, because that's where they come from. We never come from no Africa. We're not Africans. That's an outdated mindset. And let me tell you something about Pan-Africanism. This is what Pan-Africanism simply is. Pan-Africanism, you can look it up yourself. All Pan-Africanism is an ideology. The ideology is melanated or people that's supposed to be African unite together. That's all it is. All these teachings and all this different morality these folks talk about, that's not part of Pan-Africanism. Because when you look at Africa, it's all kinds of spiritual systems there, all kinds of beliefs, all kinds of cultures. That's not what it's about. It's about all of us are in the same circumstance, come together and unite against the oppressor. That's all it is. That's simply. All these other teachings and what I believe and spirit, African spirit, that's not part of Pan-Africanism. That stuff that Dr. Umar Johnson is talking, that's not Pan-Africanism. That's his own personal wants. That has nothing to do with Pan-Africanism. Africa has thousands of different spiritual, over 50 nations, hundreds of different tribes, all kinds of spirituality. You can't, but you gonna, and you want to try to put that on Africa. They're not going to accept that stuff that Dr. Umar Johnson talking about. The only thing any African is going to listen to, do you want to come together and unite against the oppressor? All this other stuff that y'all talking about, what you believe and how you should live, they don't care about that stuff. That's all Pan-Africanism originally was. And when I was a little boy growing up and was introduced, that's all it was. All these teachings and your morality, how you look at things, that was not part of Pan-Africanism. Let me see if I can keep it with these comments here on Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. Put them on the board, the ones that I can see. That's an outdated mindset. And look at this. Let's say, hypothetically, well, see, the whole thing is confusing because, see, African is a relative term. It's not specific. Like when you say Americans, you are talking about all of America. But when you get specific, the Irish American, Black Americans, Mexican Americans, Jewish Americans, one person, I mean, who are you talking about? There's over 50 nations in Africa. What African you talking about? You got to be specific. They're not even specific. That's a relative term. You can't be all of them. And then they get these old fake ass African DNA tests, which is bogus. But even these quackery DNA tests tell you that you're not a pure nothing. And when you bring that up to these Pan-Africans, I just skipped that over. How you gonna skip it over? You say you believe in the test. The tests tell you that you're not pure nothing. You got 30% this, 50% 50% that, 2% this. You didn't come from no Africa. When did it happen? Because if we came from Africa, you should know where you come from. You're not specific because your happy ass never came from no Africa. Because if you came from Africa, you should know where you come from. My people come from Mississippi. I can tell you exactly where. Wherever your people in this country come from, you can direct exactly where. You should be able to do the same thing with Africa. Oh, well, you don't be, well, brother, we was lost. Well, if you're lost, how the hell you know you came from Africa then? Because now you say you know. So since you know, you should be specific. It's all a bunch of garbage. Also, what they ignored the fact that Native people was called black. They was called colored. They was called Negro. They was called African in this country. You can't ignore that. The Native people was. So when you talk, we are Africans, how you know that you're not talking about the Native people here? Because they call them Africans. The reality is, these people, as long as you look alike or whatever, they call, prime example. Some of us don't know the difference between a Filipino and a Japanese and a Chinese. These different Asian folks. So they call everybody Chinese or they call everybody Japanese because you can't tell the difference. You just put them all in one category. But they're not the same. And that's how these devils done melanated people. Y'all all look basically the same, whatever. I call all you Africans. That's what they done. That's what they done to us. And I know when I was growing up, I used to hear brothers and sisters talk about their Native American connection, but we was being taught that we African. But among ourselves, I remember people talking about our Native American connection. The boxer Joe Louis in the old, do your research, do your research. The boxer Joe Louis had Native American connections. They had it in the newspaper back when he was young boxing. They used to talk about his Native American heritage. The Jacksons, Joe Jackson talked about the Native American connection. We can't ignore that talk about, I'm just a damn African. And I say that we have become our own group of people. We're not Native Americans, we're not Africans. We have become our own hybrid, our own brand, our own type of race. That's what has happened. The Africans don't want you. These Native American people don't want you. There are black folks trying to claim land with those natives. They fighting them tooth and nail. They don't want nothing to do with you. The Africans don't want you. What is it that Dr. Clark said? You have no friends nowhere. Run around here. You're begging to be accepted by white folks. You're begging to be accepted by Native Americans. You sit around here begging to be accepted by somebody. The hell with them. accept yourself and be your own. Accept who and what we are. What's wrong with that? Trying to be these other suckers that you never was. You ain't never lived in no teepee. We ain't never lived no Native American lifestyle. We never lived no African lifestyle. We're not those things. We are who we are. You don't need nothing from them. All these suckers want something from you. At least the Native American people don't want a damn thing for you. Keep your ass away from us. These Africans want to steal from you. Leech off of you. And this black conscious community, all they want to do is steal from you. That's all these suckers is a bunch of scammers and leeches. Filling your head with all this nonsense. There are people that simply tolerate. They know they've been fooled. They know they've been tricked. I'm over here. I'm going to make the best of it. They're not gonna tell the reality of it. And you still don't run nothing. You don't control nothing. You just went from one slave plantation, now you went to Africa to another slave plantation. You might not have to deal with racism, but you're gonna have some problems there too. See, really, there's not a lot of us over there. But if you went to Africa acting the way we act here, over there, you have big problems. When you take Pookie, what's his name? Pookie and Ray Ray to Africa, you're gonna have some problems on your hand. The same kind of problems like when we move into white neighborhoods and stuff like that. And everything is fine, but then your relatives, Pookie and Ray Ray and Shanae, here they gotta come with their foolishness, start problems. And that's what would happen in Africa. You might do all right. Then you want to bring your cousin Pookie and Ray Ray. They want to bring their marijuana and their loud ass rap music and whatever. They're not having it. And let's just say, for instance, we're going to get ready to get out of here. Let's just say, for instance, we are these Africans. Let's just say we are these Africans. Just because we are related don't mean we love each other, it don't mean nothing. You have biological relatives that wouldn't give you a slice of bread. And you know you related to them. You know you couldn't ask them for $1. These are your biological relatives. You know for a fact. It ain't no I think. No, you know that these are your biological blood. They're your cousins. They're your uncles or whatever. You couldn't borrow $1. And you know this. So what do you expect from people that you're supposed to be disconnected over 400, 500 years? You have no relatives there. You just related. You don't have no uncles over there. You don't have no cousins. You don't have nobody. You just somebody, you the descendant of somebody that's supposed to came from there. And they've been dead for 500 damn years. The whole thing don't make sense, y'all. I'm sorry, the whole thing don't even make any sense. It don't make any sense to me. Anybody will smile when you bringing them $5,000. I want $1,000 for your residency. I want $3,000 for your citizenship. Yeah. Anybody will smile when you bring in them money. Go there broke and see what happens. Go there broke and see what happens. These people, we are not related to them. We are not African people. If we're African people, be specific. Who and where we are. Where your relatives at? You have none. It's stupid. But we get caught up, it's nothing but churches, get caught up in the hype, the idea of it. Because you want to belong somewhere. I don't want to be nowhere where I'm not wanted. And you know you have biological relatives that will do the same thing. Yeah, you can come stay with me. And they want to charge you all this rent. They make you clean up their house. What kind of relatives is that? So what? We related. I don't want nothing to do with no relative that treat me like that. Why you want to be related to a people that just want to rip you off? So keep taking your happy ass to Africa. That's why a lot of these folks haven't went to no Africa because they can't afford it. They can't afford to go to no Africa. It's not paradise. They are in love with an ideology. They are in love with a belief. I'm going to the motherland. What do these people do for us? I know, because it was during my lifetime, I know brothers and sisters in America standing up protesting, getting the United States involved in stopping apartheid in South Africa. Our voices done that. What has South Africa done for us? Nothing. The only thing Africa do is take. They don't give you nothing. But that's how we are. We love people that don't love us, that give us nothing. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, why do we love the white man? Because he gives us nothing. Why do you love the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan? Because he gives you nothing. I go in my pocket and I drive a truck and give money away. There's no love for me, and I'm giving you money. But a sucker taking your money, giving you nothing. All praise due to Allah for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I love me some Farrakhan. He ain't giving you nothing. Umar Johnson ain't giving these folks nothing. Tariq Nasheed giving them nothing. Young Pharaoh, Sanetta, all these creeps, Cynthia G, Mishi X, give you nothing. And you head over heels because they give you nothing. People that show you that they really have concern, but that's how life is. A lot of us, we love people that abuse us and mistreat us and give us nothing. And we give people that truly care about us hell. That's how it is for a lot of us. I heard, what was his name? I saw Brother Denzel. He's familiar with Chief X. I remember I saw a video and Chief X was talking about he went somewhere in Africa and he could feel the ancestors underneath his feet or some crap or whatever. You a damn lie. That's a lie. If that's the case, We should be able to go to any cemetery where our loved ones is gone, take off your shoes and walk across their grave. You know they buried there. Well, at least you think you know, because they might have dug the body up and did something, but you have an idea, you know that they supposed to be there. You ain't gonna go there and talk about, I felt my grandmama under my feet, my granddaddy or my dog Scruffy under her feet. You a damn lie. That's more that religious spookism stuff. How you know they under your feet? It's a damn lie. It's all kinds of things, always dying. Who knows what people died under your house? Some of these buildings is built on top of old cemeteries. That's why I've been seeing ghosts. We all spookified. I fly around my body. I want somebody. I want a ghost. I want a gremlin. I am live. Come here. I want to be the first person to have a real ghost, a real soul or whatever. Somebody astral project their body. I want to put that on video. I want to be the first one to do that. Bring your ghost ass, astral projecting ass. Come here. I'll make room for you. And God, bring your God ass on. Come here so we can interview you. We want to interrogate you. They never show up. Never show up. And see, I will even admit, I might be a little scared. Because that's unusual. But I'm willing to deal with it. Not one showing up. Any of y'all gods come here. It's 5,000, over 5,000 gods, demons and spirits and spooks. Bring your ass here. They don't never show up. We keep believing in this foolishness. Then you get angry when somebody tell you to prove it. I don't have to go through all that. Because everything I do can be easily proven. Assalamu alaikum, lunch break. Assalamu alaikum. So, we are African. That's the foundation of, we came from Africa. I was in a chat room and people on the continent was in the chat room and a lot of them was saying black Americans are not Africans simply because they was not born in Africa. That's why you have to pay for your citizenship. Because you wasn't born there. Why aren't you happy just being who you are? Why you gotta be an Arab? Why you gotta be a Hebrew? Why you gotta be a Moor? Why you gotta be all this stuff? You shame of being yourself. Why you gotta be an Asiatic? There's no evidence, there's no proof. What the hell is an Asiatic? What is an Asiatic? Just talk, a bunch of talk, can't prove nothing. How did the Asiatic get over here? They can't prove none of it, just talk. We believe anything. All kinds of nonsense. We have an immature mind. You don't own anything. Somebody tell me we own the planet. Ain't nobody own this planet. You're going to be here for a few minutes and die. You don't own nothing. We believe all this foolishness. Nobody owns the earth. You're going to come here for a few minutes and you're going to die. You don't own nothing. Where the title at? We believe all this dumb, make no sense stuff. You don't even own your life. Any misfit can come with a gun, put it up to your head and blow your brains out. You don't even own your life. But you own the planet. Any sucker with a gun, a bomb bigger than yours, can take whatever you got. How the hell do you own anything? You only own, so-called own enough that you can defend it. If you cannot defend it, you no longer own it. Nobody don't own nothing. That's dumb talk. We don't even own our life. That's why we get scared when somebody threatens our life. Because you know they can take your life like these suckers did Malcolm X. We just believe anything. Don't make any sense. And a lot of these younger people, you listen to these old geezers, spookified old geezers, losers. They getting ready to die. They gonna keep telling you this lie. Tracy said they own the planet, but they behind on rent. About to get evicted. But you own the planet. You own the planet, and you got to pay these people electric bill, gas bill. You got to pay them taxes. You own the planet. You got to pay a water bill. Woo! There's a new face in the chat room. DJ Poker Chips. Are you with the Nation of Islam? No. I'm a former member of the Nation of Islam under Louis Farrakhan. But my family been in the Nation of Islam since late 1960s, early 70s. I was introduced to the Nation of Islam teachings when I was a little boy. No, I don't advocate religion. I don't advocate spirituality. I don't advocate these black pseudo scholarship teachings, Pan-Africanism, all this stuff. Feel good stuff. That's all it is. I accept all challenges. I will come to your channel. Scary ass. It don't make any difference. I will come to your channel. I would debate Farrakhan. I would debate Wesley Muhammad, Brother Ben. Well, we know Brother Ben. He's not interested. He can't handle nothing. He don't know anything. He just regurgitate just a bunch of parrots. How do you feel about Elijah Muhammad? Elijah Muhammad is gone. His teachings is out of date. May he rest in peace. He served his time. And he did what he had to do. If it was not for Elijah Muhammad, I wouldn't be here. So I have to give him his props. I have to give Minister Farrakhan their props, because if it was not for them, I would not be here. So, you support Obama, I see the pen. This is Malcolm X. This is not Obama. It's Malcolm X. Can't you see the red, black, and the green? They always think that's Obama. It's Malcolm X. May he rest in peace. The teachings of Elijah Muhammad are still relevant today. There's a lot of things that's relevant today, but they're out of date. They're out of date. They need to change. You either need to change it or get rid of it. That was 1930. This is 2024. In order to come to the right conclusion, you have to accept all the information. And you're not accepting all of the information, because if you accepted all the information, it will mess up your narrative, your belief system. So you can believe whatever you want to. It's lies. It's not the truth. And you can believe it to the day you die. Just because you believe it don't make it true. And it will not stand up against interrogation. Who taught Malcolm? Elijah Muhammad taught Malcolm, of course. We all know that. Malcolm didn't know any better. What religion do I support? I don't support religion at all. It's fantasy. God does not exist. It's fantasy, fairy tales, cartoons. Spirituality is cartoon. Imagination. It's not real. If it's real, come and prove it to us. Show us that it's real. Nobody has been able to do it. Nobody. They come here and get frustrated. You can believe whatever you want. I can believe I'm Superman. It's a difference between believing I'm Superman and proving I'm Superman. My mommy and daddy got me here through sex. God ain't do nothing. And sometimes it's best just to say, I don't know. I'd rather say I don't know than tell a lie. You are telling a lie saying God did anything. You ain't seen and can't prove God did a damn thing. Excuse the language. That's what you believe because somebody told you that. You ain't never seen God in your life. You ain't seen God do nothing in your life. You ain't seen Master Farah Muhammad do nothing. You ain't never seen Jesus do nothing. You ain't never seen Yahweh, Yahshua, whatever. You ain't seen none of these gods do nothing. You're just repeating some stuff. Regurgitating. You believe in marriage between men and women? I personally, I don't care whether you get married or not. That's nothing but a ritual. There's people who ain't never been married do way better than people that have been married for years and years. That's nothing but a ritual. You get married, that's fine. If you don't, who cares? God came to us in the person of Massa W.D. Farah Muhammad. He might have came to you. He didn't come to me. You can call a half-breed person or whatever he is, some mulatto, foreigner. You can call that God if you want to. I'm not going to call that no God. Do you have a wife or do you have kids? What they got to do with anything? Do you have a wife? Do you have kids? What difference do it make? Why do we ask questions about stuff that's irrelevant to the topic? Why do we want to know whether somebody have children or if they gay or whatever it is, their personal stuff? What you want to know for? That's not the topic. The topic is, what has Africa done for us lately? That's the topic. Peace and respect you, Don. To see if I support the teachings of the Bible. What they got to do with the Bible? Why I got to believe in the Bible to get married? You don't have to believe in no Bible to get married. What does it say you have to believe in the Bible or some religion to get married? I don't need that. If I get married, I don't need no Bible to tell me. I don't need that stuff. Melvin says, African ancestry DNA test. It tells which specific tribe your blood matches up with, then start visiting, or just integrate back to the tribe, leave America, go home. Your descendants will appreciate. You have no relatives in those tribes. You have no relatives. And you can go visit all you want to. You have no relatives there. They don't know you. You a foreigner. That don't stop nothing. You're still in the same situation. You are a foreigner. The only way you can become an African is the same way the brothers and sisters did it in Liberia. The slaves went to Liberia, and after a certain amount of generations, they became Africans. That's the only way you can become African. Until then, you are a foreigner. Until then, you are Tubob. Until then, you are a white man. Simple as that. That's the only way you can become an African. And look at this, when you look at this Pan-African stuff, where are the Pan-African channels? Where are the African Pan-Africanists with their YouTube channel? They don't talk about this stuff. Could somebody direct me to the Pan-African, the African Pan-Africanists? The only ones who caught up in all this bull crap is black Americans. Because it ain't nothing but a church, it ain't nothing but belief. Something to get emotional about. I'm an African, blah, I'm going back home. You ain't never been to Africa. You ain't went to no home there. You never came from there. How you gonna go back to Africa and you didn't come from there? You can't prove you came from no Africa. Made up story. Well, Melvin said he'd been to Africa. I've already been here, I guess in Africa, 7 years. I'm back in both. Take the tribe. You are not an African. If you was born in America, you are not an African. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you got citizenship or whatever. You're not them. They know that you're not them. You can pretend and believe all you want to. You're not them. And when it come down to it, they will show you. They're going to choose them over you if it came down to the nitty gritty. You live in a fantasy world. Fairy tales. Fake world. Now we're finna bring up the DNA. DNA to one of those DNA test crap. And the dog was related to people somewhere in France, somewhere in Sweden. Human beings. They sent in dog DNA. That's modern day quackery. They cannot go back hundreds and hundreds of years and connect you to nobody. Even the police would tell you that. Their DNA technology cannot go back. Do the math yourself. See, you're willing to believe anything. Do the math yourself. Do you know how many grandparents and when you start spreading out, they cannot go that far. That's why they cannot be specific. That's why they just tell you about a piece of land, something, some rocks. And the names of these places have changed over time. It's quackery. It's not real. Don says the concept of Pan-Africanism didn't even start in Africa. No, those people didn't have nothing to do with that. It was by Marcus Garvey talking to black folks. That's how it got started. It's not an African concept. And they are not interested because Africa is too damn tribal. They're not interested in Pan-Africanism. That's a very tribal place. They're not interested. Just like you. Here you are in America, you cannot even get together with your own American brothers and sisters. Talk about some African, because you tribal. If you don't believe in Master Farad Muhammad, if you don't believe in Marcus Garvey, if you don't believe in Jesus, you tribal your damn self. Trying to connect to other people that's tribal. And both of you nutty as hell. So while you're all crazy, Europeans and everybody else just keep doing what they do and your ass stay on the bottom. You can believe anything that you want to. But proving is a whole different ball game. And you can take that lie to the grave. It don't change nothing. It's a lie. Exactly. Marcus Garvey didn't even go to Africa. He died in Europe. Somebody was talking about why. Somebody was telling me about the reason why he couldn't go to Africa. Africa is a big place. What you mean he couldn't go to Africa? But he ended up going to Europe. Probably because they didn't want him bringing that nonsense to Africa. That's probably the reason why. None of those countries was going to tolerate him bringing that nonsense. They wasn't interested. You know when you come, somebody on a cobalt mine, you know when, on social media, you can be whatever you want to. On social media, you can be the President Obama's cousin. You can be a multi-billionaire. Because they're not going to prove nothing. You don't have to prove nothing. They're not going to prove nothing. Just talking a bunch of crap. They're not going to show you anything. Most of these people barely able to pay their bills playing on the internet. You don't have no damn cobalt mine and I got all these cars or whatever. Louis Farrakhan can say that, and we see what he got. And Taalik Nasheed and all these people, they show you what they got. If you have all this stuff, why don't you show it? Because you don't have it. You're just a faceless person play on YouTube, pretending like you're a pretend African, you're a pretend millionaire, you're a pretend whatever. This is where they come, and you can be whatever you want. Well, Brother Talib said they got all these headquarters in Africa, like ECOWAS, an African Union that's in big. I'm glad you brought that up, Brother Talib. You want us to be an African. Those people, a lot of those people are more Christian than the Europeans are. They more white than the white folks are. You're not going to escape the white people. White folks and the Chinese, all these different folks is over there. And they control and run things. Those people don't run nothing. And there's so much corrupt leadership over there. They pimping their own people. What's exciting about going back to Africa? So you can get your ass whooped? Get your money stolen? What is the benefit? Except that's the motherland. I'm going home. I'm going to go back to Mississippi because somebody waiting to kick my ass. Why would I want to go back to Mississippi for? Hell, I can get my ass whooped right here where I'm at. Because that's the motherland. So what? Our thinking process is all messed up. Melvin said he's refuting you. I'm not trolling. I'm just refuting a few points misunderstood. That's all. You ain't refuting nothing, Melvin. You're not an African. If you was born in America and you only went to Africa for 7 years, what did you do? You had to buy your citizenship? You didn't go there for free? What African country you in? Give us the details. How much money did you spend? Give us the details. Where's my thing? Melvin can come here and talk to us. You're making all these claims. And you should have the paperwork. Come and show us. Just because you've been living in Africa or whatever, you say Africa or whatever, you're not even specific. What country are you in? You a citizen or you just have a residency? Come in and show all this. Come and prove to us bloodlines in Africa. Come and prove it. Exactly. Why would you go and become a citizen in Africa and still go by and still use Melvin? That's not an African name. Mind you, the majority of these countries, the national language is a European language. They still under the influence of Europeans. You might as well keep your ass here. But we want Melvin. Where's it? Here we go. Melvin, come here. I still have time. Come and tell us what country you in. Show us the paperwork, your document. Show us show us your cobalt mine. All these claims. Show us how we are Africans. He's not going to come. He's not going to show. Just talking. He's just talking. See, that's what they don't like about us. Because I don't mind being wrong. I don't mind being corrected. But you gotta, this is Missouri. This is the show me state. You're doing a whole lot of blowhard But you're not proving and showing us nothing. You're just talking because you believe in Pan-Africanism. And your happy ass is right here in America. I bet you if we could follow your IP, you'd be right there in Harlem some damn where, in Watts, on the north side of St. Louis somewhere. Your ass ain't nowhere near no Africa. These folks is fake. These folks know they fake as hell on the internet. Come on, Melvin. You don't even have to come here. Put it in the chat room. What is the name of your cobalt mine? Because we can look it up on the internet. We can find it on the internet. Come on, Melvin. Your documentation, we should be able to find your documentation on the internet too. I should be able to find it. Your citizenship papers, your documentation. Who the hell are you? You're just talking. Make a video. Okay, this is what we'll do. Melvin, make a video. And all the private information, you know, you can black that out and put your paperwork so we can find it and look it up on the internet. He's just talking. And until you prove it, I'm going to call you a liar. You are a liar. You a hustler. You just somebody who believe in Pan-Africanism and you want to try to bring some kind of proof. No, you just want to talk crap because you ain't brought us no proof. The only thing you did was run your mouth. I was born in Mississippi. I can show you my birth certificate. I can show you my relative. I can show you. That's where I'm from. And you should be able to do the same thing to be an African. Just a bunch of talk. Come on, Melvin. So we can get out of here. Go out here on a positive note instead of a negative note that you're a damn liar. Talib says, and the African Union in Africa wouldn't even accept the Black Caribbean nation of Haiti as part of the African Union nations. So imagine what they think of Black Americans. Uh-oh. Like I said, I invited Pan-Africans here to this talk. They all declined. I invite the Nation of Islam folks. They always decline. They don't want to come here and deal with the heat because you can talk all you want to, but you're going to be interrogated. You got to prove what you're talking about. And I will submit to truth. I'm not going to submit to your belief and your damn lie. Melvin is a liar. He went quiet. Melvin a cuckoo. What your name is? What do you call himself? Melvin a cuckoo? Melvin Macaco. Whatever. I'm going to call you a liar because you're not willing to prove nothing. But you're going to tell me you refuted something. How you going to refute me when you offer no evidence except writing some crap in the chat room? Melvin a cuckoo. He went, when we asked for proof, he went silent. He's not real. Just somebody who believes he's an African and whatever. He's not real. Not a sister that was real, and really she could have felt embarrassed, but she went on to say and told what happened to her. The nation of Ghana ripped her off. They are not family. They didn't treat her like family, but she was caught up in that mindset. She was caught up in it. But sometimes, we live and we learn. And sometimes I would rather it cost her some money because it's brothers and sisters Foundation of Black Americans, soul brothers and sisters, however you want to call us, they have went there, and some of them have lost their lives trying to be some African and trying to be brothers and sisters with those people there. They don't talk about that. Not only did they give all this money to go to Africa, then they end up, them people murdered them. And there's many YouTube videos, brothers and sisters, talking about how these people have hurt them. Okay, Pickle Chop, what's his name? DJ Poke Chops. He said, did I get kicked out the Nation of Islam? No, I did not. No. Have you ever been to Africa? No. Lunch Break says, you were given the truth when you were given the life, when you were given the life-giving teachings. Okay, whatever. People are just going to believe the lie till the day they die. And that's your prerogative. That's not against the law. You're going to have nothing all the way to the time that you die. You're not going to have nothing. Because the only thing these things do is take from us. That's all they do. They take. They don't give. The only thing they do is take. Pork Chop, DJ Pork Chop said, we are not Pan-African. Okay. We're not Africans or Native Americans. We are who we are. And we can decide and we can formulate who we are. We always allow other people or religion to tell us who and what we are. The time has come, we can decide. Now, if the people, if that's what they want to be, then so be it. But we should be able to say who and what we are, not dictated by somebody's religion and what I think or ideology. Nobody never asked us anything. They just forced their labels and identities on us. The hell with you. Well, that's really, DJ Porkchop said, we the N-word. Hey, that might be appropriate. You know, they show love. They love it. Lunch break, having a good time, you know, trying to mess with me. But what happened to what's his name? Melvin? He disappeared. He disappeared when we asked him for evidence, some proof. That should be easy. But that's how it is. That's why they don't like Angel Snub Nub 7. That's why Google don't like Angel Snub Nub 7. It's because I call you your happy ass out. And you're going to be interrogated. It's time for all this to be questioned. A lot of this stuff is based on emotion and tradition and other crap. And we take it on face value because mama believe in it, blah, blah, blah. It's time for it to be questioned. Like I said, a lot of us don't even know what the hell we believe in. We just get emotional over it and we believe in it and we embrace it. Lunch Break Chronicles don't know what he believe in. He don't know. Just emotional because it sounds good. But if you really examine, if you really question it, it don't make sense. Brother 26 in the house. Oh, what changed it? I know it's 26. The Phantom is in the house. These things don't make any sense. I love for people. Matter of fact, Brother 26 just came in the house and he brought up a point. I love when people do that. Bring something to the table like that. I didn't know that Native Americans was in Mississippi, and I drove a truck through Mississippi. I lived in Mississippi. I never paid no attention. I never knew that Native American tribes was in Mississippi. I never knew. That's why, if we're going to solve this problem, ain't no Elijah Muhammad, ain't no specific God, ain't no specific organization. It's going to take all our brains together to solve this once and for all. Because one man can't do it. One organization cannot solve this. Because we don't know. But all of us working together can solve this problem once and for all. So we can go on to do other things. You should be tired of this ring around the roses garbage. This life that we live in. You should be sick of it, because I know I am. We should be sick of it. Ring around the roses like a dog chasing his tail. That's all we've been doing for the last 100 years. Just a dog chasing his tail round and round. You should be sick of it. And see, these people don't want us to solve the problem, because if you solve the problem, what the Nation of Islam going to do? What the Hebrew Israelites going to do? What are the Pan-Africans going to do? What are they going to do if we solve the problem? So they got to keep the problem. Because if you solve the problem, it's over for them. Also, it would show that the things that they was talking about was a bunch of baloney. So they got to keep this, keep you in ignorance. They got to keep you chasing your tail round and round. They got to keep it going. They don't really want the problem solved. If you solve the problem, they can't sell debates. They can't sell DVDs and tapes and their corny ass books. You're going to stop watching their videos because there ain't nothing to see. What happened to Melvin? Melvin, where you at, Melvin? We getting ready to get out of here. I sure appreciate the company. I don't care if it's 10 views or 100,000 views. I could care less. My self-appointed mission is to bring this real truth. You don't have any truth. You have belief. Because when you have the truth, you can prove it and you know. You have belief because you don't know. Could be not. You really don't know. It's belief. And I don't need no foreigner from Mecca to tell me anything. I don't need nobody from no Africa or Asia. I don't need these folks to come and tell me nothing. We always falling behind somebody. You always talk like you a god and a warrior, but your nose always following somebody. You don't never lead. We are the leaders here. You can follow Master Farah Muhammad. I don't need him. We don't need him. We are our own leaders. And we don't follow dead folks. And we don't follow foreigners. And I don't need your holy books. I don't need your Bible and Quran, because I am beyond that. You need that because you're sick and you're crippled. So you need a cane to walk with. We don't need a cane. Only the sick need a doctor. We don't need a doctor. We're perfectly healthy. But we're surrounded by the sick. That's our problem. We surrounded by the sick. Don said Melvin took the coward way out. He just went silent because he knew he was lying. That's a lie. Because it's an outright lie. These folks are not going to come here and bring their baloney because they're going to have to prove. Lunch Break Chronicles is not going to come here because you know you're going to have to prove. The only thing you're going to do is write stuff in the chat room. You're not going to come here and show and prove. In the Nation of Islam, they teach us that we have to show and prove. So if you believe in the teachings of Elijah Muhammad, then you know you have to show and prove. And since you can prove and you know this, it should be easy for you to do. But you're not going to come here because you know that you cannot show and you cannot prove. But I'm glad that you are here and you're not a coward like Melvin. Melvin just disappeared on us, y'all. These people kill me. Well, I better not say that. They're known for that too. Woo! Lunch Break says already been proven, brother. Prove it. Here. Lunch Break. He says already been proven. No, your belief, you think it's been proven. Here we go, Lunch Break. I still got time. Matter of fact, I will make time. You come and show us that it's been proven. Show us that it's been proven. Come on, Lunch. He says already been proven. By who? Exactly. What's already been proven? What is it that's already been proven? No, you believe in something, but you ain't proved that it's real. Exactly. What's already been proven? It's already been proven, brother. What has already been proven? What has already been proven? That means it's factual. It's not a belief. So it should be easy to prove. Here's the link. Come and show us. See, you can do that. You can do that kind of stuff with other spooky people, other religious folks. Y'all cannot get away and do that here. You can only do that if you was on a Hebrew Israelite site or the Moore Science Temple or something like that. That type of talking don't work here because you actually have to prove. I'm not talking about no book and what you think it means. No, you have to prove it. It's facts. I cannot argue and debate facts. God is a belief. It has never been proven. So you already messed up right there. It's a belief. Here's the link. come and show us, it's already been proven. It's already been proven. No, your hype and your emotion over this stuff, that's been proven. See, again, we're going to get out of here. See, again, a lot of these things get us caught up because they do have some truth to it. But they still ask you to believe because it's not factual, it's not the truth. They still ask you to believe. If it's true, you don't have to believe. And it's true whether you believe it or not. If it's true. Lunch break gonna ask me some more questions. Do I believe in the Big Bang Theory? I believe that you should come here and Big Bang yourself here and prove what you're talking about. That's what I believe. Here, and here's the link. Come on. You know something, Don? I never got into that either. That Africa, hype over Africa stuff. And really the reality is the majority of brothers and sisters, soul brothers and sisters in this country, they're not interested. Even if they believe that their ancestors came from Africa, they're not interested in messing with Africa like that. The majority are not interested. That's the reality of it. And you can even go to your own family members. You don't have your family members, nobody be talking about Africa or nothing like that. That's a rare conversation or non-existent conversation. Nobody, black Americans don't care about no Africa like that. No matter how angry and upset Pan-African folks get, that's your business. Black Americans, soul brothers and sisters, foundation of black Americans, not interested in Africa like that. Especially when there's no benefit. They don't do a damn thing for you. Exactly. Big Bang your theory ass, happy ass on this live stream. That's what you need to do. They're not going to do it. I don't blame you because I wouldn't want to be embarrassed like that myself. Had a brother on here, he couldn't explain his belief. He got to crying and pouting and crazy. Because he couldn't explain it. Brother Talib says, Brother Snap, I was just talking earlier about all these years you've invited people, especially in the Nation of Islam, to come debate you, yet I've seen none willing to come and prove you wrong. None of them. Matter of fact, out of all the people that have decided to come here and prove us wrong, how many even came close? None of them. Because they really don't even know what they believe in. They really don't know. They've never been questioned the way they're going to get questioned here. They never had to deal with that. They used to going back and forth with other religious believers and other nonsense. They never had to deal with them. Even atheists. Atheists don't want to come here either with their fake ass. Because atheism is nothing but a religion too. We're not atheists here. I do not acknowledge God. In order to be an atheist, you have to acknowledge God. The only thing is you just don't believe in God. And the only way you cannot believe in God because you have to acknowledge the God. You just don't believe in it. I don't acknowledge God. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're saying. I'm ignorant of it. I cannot talk about something that I don't know exists. What you talking about? I don't acknowledge that. Exactly. We are the light to their darkness. You know how it is when you're in total darkness and the light come on, and you know how it is when you react to light. When you've been in total darkness, that's how they are. They flickering and wandering around. You know, you might stumble or whatever. That's how it is when the light come on. Especially when you sleep. Turn that out. That's how they do us. Turn that out. I don't want to wake up yet. Go away. That's how they do us. We are the light. We are the sun. We are raw. What they say? We are raw. We are the new Egypt. We are the raw. Our problem is we don't want to accept who we are. Because who we are is greater than all those things that you hold on to. You think they great. You think they this and that. That's nothing compared to who we are. And who we are is real. All that other stuff is imaginary. That's imaginary. Lunch break still making comments. Not willing to come here to prove anything. Just talking religious stuff. Oh well. Exactly. And the rest will follow. And if only you could comprehend what will follow. I'm working on a brother on Facebook. And if he can come this way, woo! He's just now starting to understand and learn what the Mississippi campaign is about. But see, if a person is not willing to try to understand, you can't tell them nothing. And a lot of them don't want to understand. They caught up in this ring around the roses, feel good, go to church stuff. All of it is church. Pan-Africanism is church. Nation of Islam is church. More science to me. All of it ain't nothing but church. None of them are in no position to make mockery of black Christians. Like I said before, you will get more, and the church, the Christians, do way more than this black conscious garbage do. You will get a slice of bread from Christians because a lot of these Christians, they feed people 365 days a year. You might get a turkey sandwich from the Nation of Islam once a year. Lunch Break Chronicles give you a turkey sandwich once a year. A lot of these churches feed the people 365 a year. They provide housing and clothing 365 a year. Black conscience don't give you nothing. I would rather be a Christian than this black conscious stuff. It has more substance. It has more benefit. The whole thing is black conscious, black, just a bunch of big mouths. Can't produce, can't do nothing. Bunch of incompetent ass folks. They don't want to hear that because they opened up a fruit stand last year. And then it closed down next year. They start these projects and a lot of it just failed. Where the Nation of Islam, Lunch Break Chronicles, where your businesses? Minister Farrakhan been doing this for 40 years. What's the oldest business y'all got? Minister Farrakhan got. What's the oldest? You've been doing this for 40 years. What's the oldest business that he has? Come on. Let's keep it real. You've been doing this for 40 years. What's the oldest business that your Nation of Islam, Minister Farrakhan, has? They don't have nothing. Even their little farms, all the little stuff they do is new. It ain't even old. It should be over 20 years old at least. They don't produce nothing. Let me get these comments in here. We're going to get out of here. Bean pie, my brother. Being the African immigrants want nothing to do with us, then why would we believe Africans in Africa want? Exactly. These foreign melanated people speak out against reparations because they know they're not part of it. I don't think black people should get, you're not no black American. You ain't even have no say so. And they interview these people knowing they're immigrants. And that's another thing before we get out of here. How dare you come bring your happy ass to America and try to tell us what we should and should not do and what we need to believe. Your ass couldn't even make it in your own country. You brought your happy ass over here. And you benefit from our ancestors' blood, sweat, and tears. All these immigrants coming across the border, they benefit from our ancestors' blood, sweat, and tears. Nobody else. Then they have the nerve to try to tell us, and they want to teach us. What did you do in Haiti? What did you do in Barbados? What the hell did you do in Ghana? Wherever the hell you come from. And you gonna come here and try to tell me what I am, what I'm not. Tell me what to do. You have your own country. If you so damn smart, if you so strong and know it all, why you couldn't help your own damn country? And your happy ass can easily go back. What the hell you still here for? These people aren't your friends, just like John Henry Clark said. They're not your friends either. These Africans and these people from the islands, they're not your friends either. Where are the African, Pan-Africanism YouTube channels? They don't care nothing about that stuff. Here they are, they come from other countries, talking about Malcolm X and Dr. King. What the hell you know about all that? What the hell you bring your ass over here? All in our business. Because they are parasites. They're leeches off of us. And we sit around and keep letting everybody leech off of us. The hell with that. That's why they don't like Angel Snub Nub 7. Now when you see them actually get into the mud with us, then I will give them the respect. Until then, you get the hell out of my face. You ain't nothing but a damn leech. Don says, why people who are not black American have so much to say, they need to stay out of the plight of black America. Exactly. Because we do allow it. Because only thing we do is want to follow somebody. That's all we are. All thing we want to do is follow somebody. Be led by somebody. But when it comes to the black woman, I'm the head of household. I control my wife, my girlfriend, my children, and my dog Scruffy. That's the only place you want to be, Mr. Leader. You want to control women and children, your dog Scruffy, and the elderly. You don't have nothing to say to these other men when they come. Yes, sir. I'm an African. I'm from. Yes, sir, Master Farah Muhammad. You all up in somebody else's ass. Other men. Yes, Marcus Garvey. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, Master Farah. Yes, sir. I ain't never been around such pitiful ass men. Just followers. Booty lickers of other men. But yet you talking about you are God and you're a warrior. The only thing you do is lick other men's backside. The only thing you do is follow. That's why you don't understand Angel Snub Nub 7. Because you don't understand leadership. You don't understand being on your own. Because you're not an adult. Still have a childlike mind. Still have a slave mindset. You think because you said Assalamu alaikum and Hotep, Shalom alaikum, all this other nonsense, you think that you're not a slave. You're still a slave. In fact, you're worse of a slave than your ancestors was. Because they knew what the deal was. You think you're not a slave. Because you said, bean pie, my brother. Bean pie, my brother. You're not no leaders. Talib said, just heard a Sudanese tell somebody over the phone yesterday they can't go back to Sudan. I heard this on a three-way call. So many of these Africans know if they go back they will die. Yeah, a lot of them know they can't go back. Because a lot of them sold their people out. They done something. A lot of them did something over there. And they know they can't go back. And they running for their lives. But they're not going to talk about all that. But they want to come here and teach us and tell us some stuff. I don't need your advice. I would rather fail doing what I want to do than listen to your ass. You couldn't do nothing in your own country. So what the hell you gonna do for me? These people run over here, can't even do nothing for their own country, but they got all this advice and tell me what I can and tell me what I need to believe in. Get the hell out of here. All that's over. And that's why them suckers is not gonna come here. Because you're not gonna bring your foreign ass over here and tell me nothing. I've been here all my life. I lived Jim Crow. I was born in Jim Crow. What the hell you gonna tell me? What you read in a damn book. I lived it. If a person wanna really be your brother and really wanna help, that's different. But these leeches, and we know they leeches, that's over with. We ain't doing that no more. Africans don't impress me. They might impress you. All that African stuff, they don't impress me. All this Nation of Islam teachings and the Moors, that don't impress me. Bring all that stuff here. And your big boys is not going to come here. Your big boys don't want me to go over there where they at because they're going to get shut down. The only one that can impress is your dumb ass. Because you believe anything because you're a child caught up in Disneyland. We are maturing here. Only the sick need a doctor. Adult, grow up and you do your own thing. Run around following. Don says, I'm not listening to nobody from somewhere else, especially when they couldn't even, exactly, when they couldn't even make it where they came from. It's just like listening to somebody give you advice about how to fix your car and their car up on blocks. How the hell you gonna tell me about my car? Your car been on blocks for the last 6 months. You gonna tell me what I should or shouldn't do with my car? We listen to these suckers and they don't even know how to make it in their own country. They have land, they have a government. Here we are, we don't have control and do nothing. They have advantage over us. And here they come where we at. Then when they get a little something, they have the nerve to try to talk to us, turn their nose up at us like we trash. Get the hell out of here. That's not going to be tolerated. As soon as one of these foreigners step out of line with me, I'm going to give them the old hee-ho. I try to be your brother. I want to be your brother because we all in a type of situation we suffering. But don't bring your arrogant ass to me. Talk to me like you got it going on like that. Because we don't need you. We don't need you. Again, what is the benefit? What do they do for us? Nothing. Only thing all these folks have done is leech off of us, parasite and scam us. There's no benefit. So, on that note, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. I thank you again for a very, very good live stream. And whenever we have an opportunity, we're going to come and speak the real truth. Because if somebody came to me and told me, come and explain or bring my point on their live stream, I'll be happy to go because I'm confident. I'm confident in mine. Lunch Break Chronicles is not confident in his. Melvin not confident in his. Matter of fact, Melvin disappeared. Melvin disappeared. The buck stops here. The nonsense stops here. You want somebody to make you feel good? You want to believe in fairy tales and you a god and a goddess and you come from the tribe of Shabazz and the mothership gonna come and save you and Jesus gonna come and do. You go do that. I don't do that and will never do that here. And we don't do that here. Uh-oh. We got action on Facebook too. Hey, Brother Freddie. I know I do not mean to ignore Facebook. It's hard to go. I'm not an expert at this stuff. So it's hard for me or difficult for me to go back and forth through the channel, but I appreciate my Facebook listeners. We got action on our Facebook, Reality's Tip on Earth Internet Ministry Facebook page. Shout out to you, Brother Freddie. He said, truth be told again. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Lunch Break Chronicles and everybody. Sister Rashida was here earlier in the chat room. Twin Pyramid. Even Melvin. Melvin had to go. Melvin had to go, but thank you, Melvin, for joining us. Brother Taalik in the house. He said, reality is simply real truth, unlike anything else that's false. Exactly. Oh, forgot Mr. Perez. Mr. Perez been in the house, and what was that other one? DJ Pork Chops was in the house. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, he went back. He went back to the cobalt mine. Yeah, back to the cobalt mine. Brother Don was in the house. Who else was in the chat room over here? Melvin and oh, Brother Denzel was here for a little while too. If I miss somebody, I don't mean to miss you. It's just hard to keep it with everybody. We actually had a real active chat room on all the channels. So I don't know what I've done, but it was nice. And I appreciate everybody that come here and support us. And for me, all my regulars, I try to be real with us, tell you how I feel, whatever. I don't have any animosity towards nobody. Things happen, blah, 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 whatever. I don't hold no grudges and things of this nature. The soul train just moves on. So I'm happy to see that you're here. And I just got to keep doing what I feel I have to do. And actually, I enjoy it. That's why I do it. I enjoy putting these people on blast. Especially these people that's going to continue to spit venom at Malcolm X family. These pieces of trash. They need to be brought down. Evil ass people. That's why I go hard on them. So, these black conscious people, whatever, they're very arrogant. These Pan-Africans, they know it all. Well, I'm going to show you, you don't know it all. I'm going to show you that you're not perfect. I know it all. They think they perfect. I got the information. And so what? You can study all you want to. You can still be wrong. You can learn something for 50 years and still be wrong. So what? Whenever y'all happy ass want to come here and teach us something, and you want to prove me wrong, you want to prove us wrong, here you go. I sit back in the cut and be quiet till you finish. And you're going to be finished after the interrogation. You're going to be just like Melvin. You're going to disappear, never to be seen again. Woo, man. Mr. Perez said, you're just another black man hollering. You damn skippy. Because lazy ass people like you won't come and help, Mr. Perez. Exactly. Exactly, Mr. Perez. Because people like you won't help. Fake ass profile. My trolls done came back again. Thank you. Thank you for bringing my view count up. Subscribe, Mr. Perez. Fake ass channel. They got all this mouth. Matter of fact, I still got time, Mr. Perez. You want to come here and talk to us in person? Since you got a big mouth, you can run, you from Mexico. Probably in some rinky-dink trailer. He probably live in a trailer park on the south side of Chicago some damn where. A fake profile. You ain't from no damn Mexico. Come and show your face and show that you're a Mexican person. That you from Mexico. That you come from South America. These fake profiles. I don't entertain fake profiles. You just get your laugh and go on and ignore the trolls. On that note, again, shout out to Facebook, Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry on Facebook, Angel Snupping Up 7 on YouTube, and this, of course, is Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry on YouTube. And I would do Instagram. I haven't been able to get any traction at all on Instagram, so I just leave Instagram alone. But again, it's always an honor. I appreciate everybody, even the trolls that come here. Mr. Perez said, he said, "Si, senor, I will not subscribe." Woo! These fake profiles give you a laugh now and then. "Si, senor, I will not subscribe to your channel." We out of here, y'all. As our ancestor Don Cornelius used to always say in parting, everybody have a peaceful night as you can, because we do live in a dangerous time. But don't be paranoid, but just keep a watch, because we don't live in a peaceful environment. Anything can happen. You don't even have to leave your house like me, and the trouble will come to you. So just be peaceful and just do the best that we can, and let us do the best to put this word out, the real truth, and challenge these folks. And even if we can help one person understand, it's all gravy. It's all good. So on that note, like our brother Don Cornelius used to say as in parting, we wish you love, peace, and soul. And we are all 5,000.